Hey guys, Harth here again with another Hunter PvP commentary. This time I'm playing a survival hunter, and you'll probably notice that this game is... well, okay, it's Alterac Valley, but it's already in progress. It's not in progress a huge, way into the game, but it's already in progress because if I didn't cut out the, useless couple of minutes of us running to this point, then, this video would be like 23 minutes long, and there's no point to that. Even though I can upload videos longer than 15 minutes now. It's good news indeed. But, biggest thing, first of all, I have to say this, Survival Hunter, I don't know what was going on with me this game, but I really, really, really enjoyed playing a Survival Hunter. This, in all honesty, this game is probably the most fun I have had PvPing on a hunter thus far. It was absolutely amazing. I don't know what it is about survival exactly, but, I mean, it kind of reminds me of playing a warlock just a little bit. Just because, explosive shot, serpent sting, black arrow, it's all damage over time effects. Makes me feel like I'm playing a warlock just a little bit, which is fun. Warlocks are a very fun class to play. But throughout this video, it's just going to be a lot of, confrontations like you saw just earlier. Huge, how can I describe it? Forgive the language, clusterfuckish? Yeah, that about sums it up. Clusterfuck sums it up very nicely. That's pretty much what this entire game is, and it was incredibly fun. Although I was a little sad, though, towards the end of it, because you'll notice at the end that I was, I think, 4 kills away from the Wrecking Ball achievement. And that was, you'll actually notice towards the end me trying to, rush to get killing blows to get this achievement, but it didn't happen. Whatever. It's always next time, I guess. Today, let's see, today I don't really know what, I'm not coming into this commentary, prepared for anything to talk about, because it's been, I've been sort of busy since my last commentary, and by busy, I mean I've just sort of been playing a lot of games that I bought from the Steam Summer Sale, because Steam is awesome like that. By that, I mean I've been playing a lot of Just Cause 2. I don't know where that game's been all my life, but that is amazingly fun. Even more so because I bought it for $5. I bought Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Bad Company 2 Vietnam because Battlefield 3 is coming out soon, and I'd like to get some practice in for that. It'd be very fun. I also bought Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, one of my favorite RPGs of all time. That was $2.50 or something ridiculously cheap. So, I've been playing a lot of games recently, not too much WoW. I spent a day of hardcore battlegrounds, of just hardcore battleground playing, trying to get some games. Unfortunately, this is the only one I ended up with. I don't know what it is. For some reason, apparently I'm just cursed or blessed, I'm not sure which, to be forced to do a commentary, 2 commentaries on the same battleground in a row, if that makes any sense. Because thus far, that's how it's worked out. Then, 2 Battle for Gilneas, 2 Twin Peaks, 2 Alterac Valleys now. It's ridiculous. I don't know why. I just can't get a good gameplay on anything else. It's really depressing. I'm still looking to get a really, really good game of Arathi Basin, because Arathi Basin is my favorite battleground, but it just doesn't happen. Every game of Arathi Basin I've been in thus far has just been Horde being absolutely awful. I don't know what it... I don't know what it is about it. And I still haven't gotten a good game of Eye of the Storm either. Eye of the Storm is also a really good battleground. But Eye of the Storm can be a little boring to watch. God, I already know this is going to be a really ranty commentary. I can already feel it coming on. This is just going to be a lot of ranting. And at the end of it, 17 minutes. It's going to be a 17-minute long commentary, and I'm just not going to have accomplished anything whatsoever. But I don't know. I guess someone has to find it entertaining. So, you know, I'm not stopping. Normally, if I felt like I was rambling too much, I would stop and just restart. But I'm not doing that this time. This commentary is 17 minutes long. I'm just gonna go with it and see where it takes me. That may or may not be a good thing. So, one thing I just want to mention really quickly, I'm not going to spend too much time on this at all, it's just all the nonsense that seems to be going on in the Call of Duty community on YouTube as of late. And by as of late, I mean, like, this weekend. Like, I'm not going to go into details because, like, one, it's none of my business, two, I have no reason to be talking about this. I just think it's pretty funny. But like, with the whole, I don't know if anyone who ends up watching this video is, you know, sort of like in the loop with the Call of Duty community, but you know, I'm subscribed to a lot of the Call of Duty commentators, and the whole like billionaire showdown or whatever it was, like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I know that a lot of people do make their living off of this, and that's amazing. You know, that would be something I would love to do. But people just need to remember that this is a hobby, and hobbies are meant, you know, for fun. You know, yeah, some people do take it seriously, and, you know, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Especially if you do earn, you know, a fair sum of money from it. You know, that is perfectly okay to take it seriously. But still, you have to have fun doing this. And, I mean, you can't... What am I trying to say here? See, I should have prepared if I was going to talk about something like this, but I didn't. I'm just going to move away from that. But, I mean, I would love to, you know, one day be at a position where I could, say, make money doing this. But that's a long way away, and it's not something I would ever, like, intentionally focus on, because I just do this to have fun. You know, like, video editing is a hobby of mine that, well, it's a newfound hobby of mine, I should say, alongside graphics design, that I would like to, you know, learn more about, and this is a way that I can go about doing that, even though this isn't really a video editing skill-intensive process. I mean, furthermore, you know, it's just good entertainment. Like, I was going to be playing these Battlegrounds anyway. You know, it's not like if I weren't doing these videos, I wouldn't be playing WoW. It's not like I wouldn't be playing this Hunter. This game would have occurred even if I wasn't filming, you know? Like, so, I'm going to be doing this anyway. If someone's going to get some entertainment out of it, why not just take a few minutes to record commentary over it and upload it to YouTube? You know, why not? Another thing that's apparently been, you know, a big topic in this YouTube as a whole, because this would, I guess, extend beyond Call of Duty communities, but, like, this whole, like, video bumping thing, like, this process of doing something to make your videos reappear at the top of people's subscription boxes, I guess that would sort of, like, this is going to sort of tie back into, you know, taking it seriously to an extent, but not taking it incredibly seriously. Because, you know, as I said, yeah, some people do treat this as a job. Well, they don't treat it as a job, it is their job, and that's perfectly fine, like I said. But, I guess, you know, some people do also have to consider that other people also consider this a job, and it is a job for others, and that, let's just be blunt about it, bumping your videos back up to the top of the subscription box is a pretty dick move. I mean, personally, I don't really care about subscriber count or view count. You know, like, that doesn't matter to me from my channel. It doesn't matter to me about anyone else that I'm subscribed to, if that makes sense. You know, like, I'm subscribed to the people I'm subscribed to on YouTube because I think they're entertaining. I don't care, like, how many subs they have or how many views their videos get. As long as they're happy with the content they're putting out, and, you know, it's entertaining content, you know, it's cool, and people shouldn't be trying to take those views away from other people Does that even make any sense? God, such a rambler. This is so awful. So, I would also like to point out that at this point I didn't even realize that my pet was dead. I just have to take a moment to explain this. I didn't even realize that my pet was dead. And I think at this point, even though it's been dead for like 3 minutes, I'm still like, every time I target someone, I'm still pressing Control W to get him to attack. Which is pretty ridiculous of me. I need to pay more attention, but I don't. But anyway, ranting. Asking for like ratings, comments, subscribes. It's not something that I'm going to be doing ever, because even if just a handful of people find my content entertaining, whatever, that's cool. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be. What was that? What am I trying to say here? I'm not prepared for this at all. It's like midnight, and I'm not prepared for doing a commentary at all. I just literally put my headset on, and I was like, I'm gonna commentate this game really quickly. I didn't think about this at all. Like asking for subscribers, comments, ratings. It's not something I'm ever going to do because, I don't care. If one day I were to garner a lot of subscribers, cool. That's cool. I like that idea, but I'm not gonna ask for it because it's not my focus. I just do this for fun. If I didn't enjoy this, I wouldn't do it. It's like one of the stupidest things you could possibly do is doing something that you don't enjoy doing, especially something like this. Like, I'm not gonna ever do this if I suddenly don't enjoy doing it. So, I would just like to point out that I don't know what that Death Knight that just ran by the bridge was actually attempting to do, but he's tried it like 5 times and failed every single time. I don't know what's going on there, but it's just kind of weird. Let's see. Okay, I want to move away from, the Call of Duty community, rich billionaires making jokes, subscriptions, video bumping. I want to move away from all that. Let's see. What's going on in the game right now? I don't really know what's going on right now. We're winning, I know that much. Let's see. I can't help but notice that my cooldown usage is still not improved whatsoever. Like, half of my team here is frozen in this Ring of Frost, and I ended up getting frozen in it as well because I'm stupid. Oh, the swirly Hand of Gul'dan aura reminds me that I'm in the process of starting a Warlock, because playing a Survival Hunter made me realize how much I love Warlocks. I've never really mained one, and I probably never will main one, but I played Warlock for a short time a long time ago as an alt, and I really enjoyed it. So it's something I would like to try and do again. So, of course, like, that would be a long way off from ever seeing like a Warlock PvP commentary, because even though leveling is such a fast process, I'm such a slow leveler. Like, it will take me so long to level a character just because I can't level for long periods of time. Like I can, maybe I can go for maybe an hour or two, and then I just have to like stop for a couple of days because like leveling is just so easy that like I don't want to do it. Like, yeah, I know that doesn't make any sense. It's so easy that I don't want to do it. Excuse me. So, let's see. I would also like to add that this game was no challenge whatsoever. Like, these players were just so incredibly not good that, like, what? I don't want to just be completely mean like that, but they weren't the greatest players. Let me put it that way. They were not the greatest players out there. Of course, I guess that's the real problem with Alliance nowadays. Which, it's a shame, because I actually prefer the Alliance races a lot more than I do the Horde races. Like, yeah, goblins and orcs and Tauren are cool, but nothing beats out dwarves and Worgen. And, I mean, Draenei are pretty cool too, I guess. Granted, they can look incredibly stupid sometimes, but they're pretty cool. But, you know, nothing beats out the awesomeness of dwarves, let's be honest. Of course, I have found that, like, I've played this hunter, like, so consistently now, that I had to make my warlock a goblin, because I feel broken, and I mean that in a bad way. I mean broken in a bad way, without my, rocket boots. My racial rocket jump thing. I can't remember if it's like a belt mounted, or a, like, I don't know what the actual racial is, but the jump thing. I just love that thing so much that I can't go without it. I need it. And it's weird because that's such a small thing too. Like, it's just such an incredibly small thing that it's not something I should miss, but I do miss it a lot. So, I'm not sure how much longer this game has. It's not too much longer. I think I was correct in saying that I accomplished all of absolutely nothing in this commentary. But, oh, I would like to say this. You know, I think I just said earlier that I was never going to do this, but anyone who's made it to this point in the video, you know, just leave a comment. Leave a comment about anything, really. Just, I would like to hear from the people who somehow find these videos. You know, I have a couple of people who really do leave feedback, and that's great. But not everyone does, and I would like to hear from you. So, you know, thanks for watching. Leave a comment, guys.